In the program Astana Expo 2017, we remember highlights of 2014 related to preparation for the International Specialized Exhibition. One of them is the competition Energy Champions for best startups in energy field. Purpose of the competition to support projects that can serve as starting point for development of new technologies in Kazakhstan.
Хотим, чтобы в этом конкурсе участвовало как можно больше заинтересованных людей. Ими могут быть и студенты, ими могут быть...
We aim to involve in the contest as many interested people as possible. It can be students and working inventors. I believe that today in Kazakhstan we have a lot of people who can benefit from our platform and provide their ideas. Our task is extensive and appropriate provision of information to community and accepting of a model so that such idea model could be commercialized.
Более качественно проинформировать все общество и принять какую-то модель, чтобы можно было это изобретение или эту идею коммерциализировать.
Today one may observe growing interest in renewable energy resources in many countries. This is due to steady growth of energy consumption in the world. Reserves of fossil fuels are limited and use of fuel leads to environmental pollution. Therefore, energy production based on energy-efficient sources is becoming more attractive. Energetics Champions contest will help to identify advanced and realistic ideas in this direction.
Мы хотим принять любые предложения. То есть, если Казахстан на сегодняшний день является...
We are ready to accept any proposals. That means that if Kazakhstan has one of the most powerful economies in the field of conventional energetics, I believe that we just need to improve those sectors. That is, for example, if our economy now is based on coal, there are many technologies that are being developed at early stage. Such technologies include water, coal sources, and others. We should not forget our conventional energy sources, and we need to improve them.
Водно-угольная энергетика и так далее. То есть не нужно забывать и наши традиционные источники энергии, которые нам тоже нужно улучшать, улучшать и улучшать.
Astana Expo gives Kazakhstani innovators a great chance not only to show their abilities, but also to be useful for our country. Indeed, authors of best projects will assist to improve efficiency of entities by stimulating the demand for innovative products in the field of energy saving. The Startup Marathon will become a unique opportunity for those people who can contribute to development of new technology companies in Kazakhstan. Best projects will be shown at Expo 2017 in the form of models and perhaps in the form of ready-made inventions. Organizers do not exclude an opportunity that the contest may become a traditional one. The Expo International Exhibition will be held in Astana from 10 June to 10 September 2017. And the Astana Expo 2017 national company is faced with the task of not only organizing the construction of facilities and visit of the exhibitors, but of generating the tourist flow as well. The company's Department for Tourism is currently actively working to promote travel to Astana, both on the foreign and domestic markets. It is expected that the exhibition will be attended by about 2 million visitors, of which 85% are Kazakh tourists and 15% will be foreigners. Regions for tourists have been selected, and special focus is placed on them. These include the capital city itself and Almaty, Akmola, Pavlodar, and Karaganda provinces. Each region is carefully preparing to welcome the guests. To this end, interesting tourist offers are being worked out, and only the best ones will be given the right to be included in the program of Expo 2017. Undoubtedly, the very fact of the exhibition in Astana makes people from around the world desire to visit this city. Efforts to attract foreign tourists and guests have been already initiated. This work should receive impetus from the public authorities implementing this national project. For example, tourist packages for both foreign and Kazakh tourists are being developed, and visa regime with various countries is revised in partnership with the Committee for Tourism of the Ministry of Industry and New Technologies. In Kazakhstan, 5 tourism clusters have been identified. The Expo exhibition is in the Astana cluster, which also includes Borovoy, Astana city itself, Korgalzhin and Karkarlinsk cities. Here we have something to surprise the guests with. This is first of all the invaluable natural resources of Kazakhstan. At present, the organizers are facing 2 tasks. The first one is associated with the level of service that needs to be raised. The second one is content related, which will allow the guests, in addition to visit to the exhibition, to learn more about Kazakhstan. All this is required in order to develop the country's tourism industry. so that the economy could receive a new source of revenue and the guests would want to come to Kazakhstan again. The competition between the best tour itineraries of Astana and the surrounding areas within a radius of 200 kilometers has completed the other day. It was organized by the Astana Expo 2017 national company, which had set the goal of determining the guests of the international exhibition the best tour itinerary in Astana, which should meet all quality and price criteria. The event has helped reveal the tourist potential of the capital city and identify the most professional companies in this sphere. 19 projects were presented in the competition by the travel companies that are residents of the Republic of Kazakhstan. No one can doubt if the quality of the tours proposed is high, as the tour packages were assessed by a reputable commission composed of historians, honored geographers of the country, representatives of the Ministry of Investment and Development, Kazakhstan Tourism Association, Kazakhstan Industry Development Institute, and honored workers of the domestic tourism sphere. The jury considered more than 50 itineraries submitted by various companies and tour operators. As a result, the commission chose 3 best tours of the capital of Kazakhstan. These are bus tour from the heart of the nation Astana travel agency, the boat trip from the Night Astana Lights International Company, and the tour Young Capital Legends of Burabai, Bond Between Generations. During these walks, tourists can learn about the history of creation of Astana. They will see its unique architecture, visit the main places of attraction, cultural and historic sites, museums, theaters, and famous religious sites. Every tourist product selected for the expo program is unique. For example, one of the tour companies will offer to the visitors a view of not only the today's Astana, but on what it was before as well. I think that our main feature is that first, our tour is very convenient and mobile and can start from any location comfortable to the customer. And the second and most important thing is that we have decided to present the city not only as it looks like now, but also offer an opportunity to compare it to what it used to be until recently. That is, we have placed the tour and archival materials on Astana in tablets, which we hand to all participants of the tour. This way, when they approach any of the objects, they can see what it looked like before, what properties it used to have, with a detailed description of this object, and can see what beauty has been built on the site.
Что сейчас произошло и какие красоты построены на этом месте в данный момент.
Competition among the tour operators for the best itinerary in Astana has helped to learn about how professional and what quality the capital's tourist market is. The contestants admit that it's not easy to come up with something new in this area, and it was necessary to use the maximum of imagination and creativity to produce a completely new idea. One of these ideas brought victory in the competition to tour company Complete Service, which offered a boat trip along Night Astana.
Если вы проедетесь по дневной Астане, все здания предстанут в одном виде. Если вы проедете по ночной Астане, вы абсолютно можете их не узнать, поскольку, проезжая вот ежедневно мимо наших тех или иных административных, исторических.
If you take a tour of the daytime Astana, all buildings will have one view. And if you drive through the night Astana, you may not recognize them. When you drive by our certain administrative and historic buildings or mosques day to day, you may not notice some interesting things that we tell about during our itinerary. Even when we move from the right bank to the left bank across the bridges and in the opposite direction, each bridge also has its own interesting lighting. We talk about the new technologies that have been applied in this backlight and tell what interesting open work decorations were applied on certain buildings or bridges. They can actually not be seen during the daytime, but when the nighttime lighting they create a magical and memorable impression upon our tourists.
В дневное время, а вот при ночном освещении они дают какой-то вот волшебный такой вот свет, такое запоминающееся впечатление нашим туристам.
Visitors of Expo 2017 will have a great opportunity to see how rapidly our capital is developing and how modern and beautiful it is. It is noteworthy that all tour packages of the winning itineraries include a ticket to the expo. In their turn, the companies that have presented the best tours become partners of the Astana Expo 2017 national company. This victory gives them a number of advantages. They will be included in the base of Expo 2017's recommended tours and will also participate in the efforts to attract tourists during the preparation and conduct of the specialized international exhibition. In addition, with the support of the Astana Expo 2017 national company, the cost of their services will be decreased, creating conditions to attract even more customers.